What is up, guys, and welcome back once again to another episode of the EpiGP journey here on F125 My Team Career Mode. We're here for episode number 25 then, and we're just about to set ourselves up for a season break after a pretty disastrous round in Hungary. If you haven't checked out that episode, please go ahead and do so now. But before we head off to the season break, then we do have a couple of engineering upgrades to do. Not necessarily on the car, but more on the actual department itself. So you see there, we're taking the new improvement there. Before we do then head through to the season break. As soon as we get back, then we have. We have an email in our inbox telling us that the driver transfer window is now open. Silly season is upon us, lads, and yeah, we've got quite a few drivers that we need to talk to. From there, then you see, obviously, we head to the personnel center. We've got a few upgrades, as well as reaching phase 3 then in our personnel center, so we can get some new levels for the upgrades that we already have, as well as some new ones. What we're going to focus on first, though, is the driver evolution. We're going to work on the pace and the general strength of the drivers that are assigned to us. Speaking of drivers and signings, though, we are in silly season, as I mentioned a moment ago, and, well, it's time to just remind ourselves who it is we're actually looking at for next season right now. Pierre Gasly on the right there, we've discounted him. He wanted something like 20-odd million as a starting salary. That's not the play, Big Chief. We can't afford that. We are still a fledgling team, and it's just a bit crazy. So the main ones we're looking at, then, are obviously Gabriel Bortoletto here, wanting 9 million, but wants a vehicle performance ranking of 30, wants to be in the third best car in the grid. We've got Juan Manuel Correa, only wants 2.5 mil, and a vehicle ranking of 6th. I'd say that's manageable. And we have Sonny Hayes then, the outsider. He wants 10.5 mil, but he brings a lot of experience on board and only wants a vehicle ranking of 8th. Sorry, so he offers the most while requiring the least. So it's definitely one to look at. Quick sort of overview of who we've got there. Obviously, Sonny Hayes, 88 rated. He's a whole 5 points higher than Gabriel Bortoletto, who in turn is, he's 14 points higher than Juan Manuel. So, yeah. At the moment, we are looking at Gabriel and Sonny Hayes. If I'm being honest, I don't think we're going to be requiring Juan's services next season. And you see there, we sent him a fairly risky contract with 37% chance to sign. But we figured we'd lowball him first and leave some negotiation room later on in the season. From there, then, we head off to the engineering, and we take the reshaped combustion chamber, which is a minor engine power upgrade, so hopefully it goes on without too much dramas as we sort our activities out here. But guys, we are then approached by a driver on the grid. It is Nico Hulkenberg. The man has seen what we're doing on track. He likes what he sees. He is eyeing us up for his next career move. Again, like Sonny Hayes, a man of great experience on the grid. Wants 13.7 mil as an annual salary with a vehicle performance ranking of 6th. So expectations, not too bad. He only wants 3 points finishes across the season as well. And that's his opening demands, right? So I think we keep him as an option, guys. We definitely see how the talks progress, and maybe we'll be good. From there, then, we're getting the fuel tank positioning, the ultimate weight redistribution upgrade setup. It's not going to go on the car for this session, guys, unfortunately, but that will be some good R&D, some good upgrade packages when it does come on. And then we head back to the facility improvements. We take a couple here, so a wind tunnel improvement and the CAD improvement as well, before we then run down the clock towards the race weekend. The combustion chamber does get researched without too much drama. We're then going to stick that into development. Again, not going to go on in time for Zandvoort, but it is going to go on in time for Monza, which arguably is more important, being such a power-dominant circuit, right? And then, yeah, nothing else really happened between then and the race weekend, guys. So we are going to go ahead and we are going to nerf the AI resource rate and cash rate, just because they have maxed out their R&D. Hopefully this helps a little bit, just to keep the series going a little bit longer. But yeah, off from there, we're going to go over to the race weekend. We're going to be driving as Juan Manuel Correa, seeing if he can put in a performance that helps save his F1 career. Dry weekend throughout, which is good to see. And yeah, without any further ado, guys, it is time to go to the race weekend.
Stretched along the shores of the North Sea, which brings its own challenges with sand sweeping onto the track. Welcome to Zandvoort, welcome to free practice, and welcome to a sea of orange.
So we will start. I don't think points are going to be on the menu on this one, lads. I'm not going to lie. All right, we'll do a bit better there, but
okay,
yeah.
Test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Cheers, Mark. I still need to tweak this setup. Let's go with you, right? Let's see what happens.
Okay, when you're ready, let's go.
Right, I need to lock in for this next lap because I completely cooked that one. Yeah, we can't. We are absolutely cooked.
Alright, that's the program complete. There's some decent data, although far from optimal, and it could still be worth running it again.
Oh god, Ebby, Mark must have heard me talking shit and sabotaged the car. Oh no, Mark didn't hear you chatting shit, he just does it for love of the game. he doesn't need motivation. Alright, this is tyre wear, so I've got to be gentle to the tyres. Okay, that wasn't awful. There we go, purple, that's what we needed.
Program complete, and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
And we're about a second faster than what we were last session. So there is an improvement here. We've got all the points we need. On 10-4. Not looking too horrific. Right. We're not doing practice 3. There's no benefit. We're just going to go straight through to quali. All right, here we are, quali.
Just look at that sea of orange. No surprises if I tell you we're here in Holland at Zandvoort for the Max Verstappen celebration party. It's a quick track and perfect for high speeds, high stakes qualifying. Welcome along to the Dutch Grand Prix qualifying day.
Yeah, baby! I'll be honest with you, I think we might get into qualifying too. I do want to save at least 2 sets of softs, however. Yeah, we're going to go for 5 laps, do 2 runs on this set of tyre. I'm only going to do 1 run in this session and just hope for the best. Let's fast forward through, though, because we're going to do it right at the end. Right at the very end. Let the rest of the field rubber the track in a little bit. I think we can maybe get through to Q2. Maybe. Yeah, screw it. We're going to go now. .1083. You know what? We take that. We absolutely take that. Outfit change. There we go. Let's go. Not ideal. Marginal improvement. Very marginal improvement, if anything, so it is what it is. That mistake right at the start of the lap really screwed me over. If I was If I was a smarter person, I probably would have backed out and gone again. We're through, boys. We're through. Q2. Hell yeah. P12 in the end. Love to see it. Teammate status.
They're currently 16th. Okay, so their best lap time, 1 minute, 08.8.
Both drivers make it through to Q2. Both drivers. Both cars through to Q2. That is a good day when that happens. Hell yeah. We've only got 6% wear on them. I reckon we can crack on with that, but I don't think we're making it through to Q3. Same thing. For about 6 minutes on the clock, we'll leave the garage and head out. Let's go.
Right, the car's ready. Let's get it out there.
Alright, we're going to lose a little bit of pace out of these tyres, but let's just see what we can do. Not ideal. Shit.
Okay, you've got front wing damage. This will have a major impact on performance unless you box for a new one.
Well, that's quality balked. We're going to be starting P16. Maybe I can get out into... Nah, because we're going to have to spend about a minute. Yeah, we're going to have to spend a minute repairing the wing. We're not going to get out in time. That's quality over. He goes P14. Hell yeah. Go on, Gabe. Again, this is why we signed him for a second season. We're in season 2 now, but obviously this is his first season. He joined the team at the start of season 2, and yeah, we'll see how it gets on.
Welcome along then to the North Sea coast and to the Zandvoort circuit. We're 25 miles away from Amsterdam for today's Dutch Grand Prix. It's a race the great Jim Clark won on 4 occasions, leading for an astonishing total of 370 laps. Zandvoort circuit then, 14 corners, 10 to the right and 4 to the left, with plenty of steep camber and elevation changes to keep our drivers on their toes throughout the 2.6 mile lap. And watch out for cars making use of the DRS zone into turn 1 to attempt an overtake. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Russell, Oscar Piastri and Hamilton, Jackson, Sainz, Fernando Alonso and Alex Albon, Ocon, Stroll, Gabriel Bortoleto and Lawson, Correa, Behrman, Paul Aron and Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Doohan, Pepe Marti, Hadja and Nico Hulkenberg rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me for this afternoon's commentary, Naomi Schiff. Good afternoon, Gnomes. Now, Ant, I could go on for hours, and I probably will, about the atmosphere here today, the Sea of Orange, this Dutch Formula One festival. But once you're in the cockpit, once the visor's down, what are the challenges for the drive?
Well, what an incredible circuit. It feels just like a roller coaster. This track has some extreme banking that if you walk the track, you almost feel like you're horizontal. It also has some blind corners, so make sure you're not looking at the nose of your car and that you're looking far ahead. And if you look far enough past the Orange Army, you might even spot the beach.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
All right then, so Lando Norris and Max Verstappen side by side into turn 1. That's going to be interesting. Let's see what everyone else is starting on. We've got a mix of tyre strategies here then. Mediums and softs. Saying we're going to be 8 seconds slower. I think we start on the softs and we can adjust as we need to. I did not pay attention to what our fuel burn was. So we're just going to go flat fuel and hope for the best, basically. Let's go for it, boys. On to the formation lap. Yeah, let's go. Shiny.
Conditions look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected.
Good. Good to hear. Livery change next year. Potentially. Depends what liveries come out in the podium pass. I am thinking about it, though. I like to keep things fresh. I forgot to mention as well, we got promoted from P16 to P15. Kimi Antonelli in the Mercedes has taken a penalty. We're struggling for heat on these softs, man. Oh, yeah, no, it's going to be a dodgy race start here.
Okay, incredible parking there. Nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get a good launch as the race starts.
All right, boys, here we go. 36 laps around a track that we have no idea how the car handles on, really. We bogged down a little bit. I can't go high. I'm boxed in. I'm boxed in. Come on. Whoa. Snap of oversteer there didn't help. All right, come on. Let's get it. Brother, we were there. Just turn in on us. Liam Lawson doing Liam Lawson things. Get out of my way. There we go. Christ alive. That was a hard-fought 14th position.
Now use DRS. DRS now available.
Right, we need to step it up a bit now and try and get to Stroll. It was that battling with Lawson that really shafted me. It's really holding us up. Oh, we are under-fueled, I can tell you that now. We are going to have to lift and coast at some point. You know, virtual mirror is scary. I know, that's why I've got the UI in the positions I do, so I can see the proximity arrows. All right, Lawson's going to get us here. We just need to minimize the loss. Jesus Christ, man, we are absolutely cooked. I just don't have the battery for it. This is painful. Fucking, what is that straight line speed? It's ridiculous.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Ah, I tried it. All right, let's see if we can follow him and keep with DRS. That's going to help us with fuel. Big lifting coast. I mean, Behrman is bringing us back towards the other two.
Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs.
Set medium tyres. Let's do something different. Go on, Gabriel. Kill him. Fucking kill him. Nah, just wag your tail, I guess. Goddamn lapdog. I'll do it then. All right, we've gapped our teammate. That gives us a bit of breathing room behind. We're following him in. I do not trust this car. I do not trust this car. Not with this setup. Go, 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 go. Oh, we're held. We're held. Fuck. Come on, come on, come on.
Okay, one stop to go. Just one stop left in this strategy.
Behrman's our ticket up the order. We need to keep with him. Set soft tyres.
Okay, roger that. Soft tyres at the next pit stop.
Ah, Christ. Oh, we've got an undercut, so we might jump a couple of people. I need to worry about fuel as well. We're currently 0.1 of a lap under.
The car behind's just boxed for mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre now.
But we start at 0.1 of a lap over, and we're only a third of the way into the race. All right, nice. Behrman's getting held up ahead. Potentially use that to close the gap again. We need his DRS if we're going to gain any fuel. All right, well, Stroll's quite clearly doing a one-stop, right? Sat there on hards.
Okay, we've got 21 laps of fuel left. 21 laps.
I'm working on it, Mark. Although the McLarens are fucking flying. I think we're not going to finish on the lead lap, to be honest. Might not need to worry about fuel wear. All right, we're starting to catch up to him slowly. He's sort of falling back from...
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 1.6 seconds.
He's sort of fallen behind from Stroll, which is useful for us. All right, that's an Alpine up ahead boxing. We gain time in certain corners there, but then we just hemorrhage it everywhere else on the track. All right, 19 laps to go. We need about 11 on the softs at the end. All right, we're keeping the gap honest to Lawson.
The car ahead's starting to create a gap. They're just starting to pull away from us now.
I need to recover battery. All right, we're nearly in his DRS. Next lap will get him. Or at least get his DRS, not him. I need to stick behind him for a little bit because we are struggling with the fuel at the moment. Let's burn the battery, let's get that DRS. There we go. Oh. Fuck me, man. I've been staring at the back of this fucking Haas for decades. Still, we got the DRS now. That's the main thing. Can start saving some fuel and some battery as well. Ah, he's boxing. Of course he is. What a virgin.
Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs.
I think that's Max Verstappen in the lead, you know? I need a safety car if I'm going to recover this fuel. Lap 24 is where we box. All the lifting coast.
You're dropping a second a lap to the car behind. 1 second.
We are gaining fuel back. We are gaining fuel back. Right, that's Stroll in the pits.
Push now. We're boxing this lap.
We're going to box this lap. Soft tyres all the way to the end. Everyone else is on hards.
Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Come on, hurry up, hurry up. There we go. All right, we've got a McLaren to follow. I think these guys have got a pit still, so I don't know. But we've got our work to do. 6 seconds to Behrman. Let's just use the battery. Let's use the tyres while they're fresh. Get ourselves up the road. We are a lap down at the minute, so we don't have to worry too much about the fuel. The problem's going to come if they box. I just want his DRS. Give me the DRS. We got it. Come on. Don't be doing shit like that, Mr. McLaren. Ah, we missed out again. No, we didn't. Hell yeah.
You're pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff.
It's the car ahead I'm focused on, Mark. I don't think they're pitting again, so we can press forward. I'm not saving fuel. We're going balls out. If I run out, I run out. All right, there's Behrman. I want him. Whoa, big stutter there in the game. DRS, yes. Love to see it.
The gap to the car in front is less than 1 second now. Well done. Let's try and get past in the DRS zone.
Big lunge. Ah. Try something. Nah, I couldn't. It's alright, we set it up, 5 laps of the race left after this one. Try again. We're coming from a long way back. Let's try again in a minute. Here it is. No, fuck's sake. I just can't get the run on him. Ah, come on. Tyres are starting to slide. Better run. Oh, you absolute whore.
Alright, so we've been looking at the damage and we think we should be okay to continue. It's going to cost us a little bit of time, but we're nearly at the end of the race.
Nah.
Blue flag.
I'm not going to get him now. Front wing's fucked. God damn it. Come on. Can't believe that, man.
Okay, the car behind's catching you at a rate of about 2 seconds a lap. Be aware.
Yeah, it's because I had to let people round last lap. You saw it, Mark. In fact, you were the one that told me to let those guys through. Yeah, we're not catching him. We were all over him then. All over him. Last lap. Because we're a lap down. Jesus.
Blue flag.
Oh, it doesn't really matter. The fucking next car behind us is 7 seconds away. Right, Jesus. Get past us then. Let's just bring her home. It is what it is, unfortunately. We were struggling to make the move on him anyway because the tire difference had gone back in their favor. But yeah, that hit on turn 1.
All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Just killed all our momentum. That front wing damage just shafted us. We could have maybe got past him. It would have been a hard fight, but yeah, sadly not to be. Still, P16 is where we qualified, I guess.
Here's the checkered flag. The fans rise to their feet. It's Lando Norris for victory.
I guess I should be happy that we didn't go backwards. Well, we did. We went backwards by 1,
Such an
but
important victory at this stage of the season. Any points you can achieve to go towards the table is really going to mean a lot to the team. So well done as they prepare for the end of the season.
yeah, the main person we lost out to there was Behrman and Antonelli. But you know, P16. It could have been a lot worse, I guess.
It's time to bring out the bubbly and spray it around. It's our podium celebrations. He holds the trophy aloft, and why shouldn't he? A richly deserved win today for Lando Norris.
Lando. Is that McLaren 1-2 then? Absolutely untouchable in Zandvoort, those two. And then obviously, yeah, Charles Leclerc extending his gap to Max Verstappen, who I think finished P4. So interesting title story this season for the NPCs.
It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
I mean, let's have a look-see. Our fastest lap, 109.6. Okay, you know what? We weren't we weren't horrifically far off the rest of the field in terms of, like, 1 lap pace. It was just over the course of the whole race. Let's have a look, see what the standings are like. So obviously we don't score any points, sadly. It is what it is. We've got next race. Potentially, we might do well next race. We did well last season. Scuderia Ferrari then, extending their gap. I think they take the lead from Red Bull? I'm not sure. Either way, that's Ferrari at the front of the standings there, and Charles Leclerc also a very similar gap, actually, to Max Verstappen. So title fight's still very much alive. Lando Norris dragging himself a bit further forwards as well to stay relevant in P3. Well, there you go, guys. Honestly, a tough race. I think I did have fun with it. It was challenging. I do still think, even in hindsight, I think we got done over a bit by Behrman there, just throwing the brakes on in the middle of the corner. I know it sounds stupid because you brake for corners, but he definitely slowed down at the apex, and that was, yeah, unfortunately, it caused us a bit of damage. But hey, it is what it is, right? That's racing. It was for no points regardless, and it was more for pride than anything, but he does unfortunately, yeah, see us off a little bit there. But that is the episode, guys. If you did enjoy, please do leave a like and subscribe. If you do have any thoughts, leave them in the comments section. You know, do you think I was at fault for the Behrman incident? Do you think I wasn't? Do you think I got done dirty? But otherwise, guys, like I said, that is the end of the episode. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Goodbye.